Well, hi there, this is John Teng, and I'm here with my trusty floor refinisher installer, Armando Garate. Armando, say hi.
Hi.
Now, Armando is the second contractor working on this floor that we installed. The first guy, I pushed him hard. This is white oak common number 1, engineered on the downstairs, and he refinished it really heavy. It's only 4 millimeters thick, and the refinishing, I wanted something extra special, and it was really above his skill level. He tried hard. We parted amicably, and I brought in the master, which I should have brought in from day one. You know, sometimes you just you get what you pay for. And Armando now is fixing this problem. But I wanted to show you before I show you the after. Armando, tell us, the audience, what you had to work with when you came in here day one.
Well, the first thing that you notice in this particular floor is the burn mark, like you said, online. Look at you can see all this darkness, burn marks, whatever you want to call them, but actually it's a stain, it's an acid stain that they used. I have no idea exactly what type of brand they use on this particular floor here, but you can see there, all the burn marks they're actually in every single nut on the floor. You see that, and then you can see more clearly. You mark with some blue tape. That is one of the reasons we didn't scrape off this floor here, this stress again. You can see the wear layer. It's pretty almost like a 16 to an inch, 8 to an inch.
Yeah, that's all the wood that goes right down there down to the press board. Yeah, there's not much to work with. And so when they distressed it that heavy, my understanding from what you said at the beginning was you couldn't remove and start with a clean palette. You had to work with what you had.
That's correct.
And continue forward.
That's correct.
So here we are at this point right here, and let's show them kind of the final result and explain in more detail, how you started from this and how you ended up with that.
Correct.
So let's go back over here and take a look at that. This has been now going on 2 months. We've fortunately had another place to live during this process, but I think this really is just night and day different compared to what we had to what I started with, and I'm so grateful Armando was able to come in here. Armando, fill in the gaps, what the process, board by board of transforming the floor from what we just looked at to this.
Pretty much it's insane. Actually, it makes no sense, but I ended up doing it because some of the burn marks, they were really, really heavy. In this particular room here, it was really, really heavy, and I didn't want to scrape off all the burn marks, so we kind of camouflage it with some stain dyes, water-based stain dyes, and that's the look of it. If you can see, we did it randomly here and there to kind of have this character old-looking floor without getting out of control of the floor like they did over there. If you can see in here, look at how the dyes takes pigment in this particular board here. You can see the grain. Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's almost neon with all the texture and all of the grain that pops out. And this is oak wood that doesn't take the stain this way normally. You really did something special. And what we're not showing you right here is the blue tape that surrounds these boards, board by board, where he just like an artist and a brush, painted these boards just to blend in the look of those burn marks, what I call them, to get this just amazing looking floor. And then what about the over the top coat to tie it all together? Explain how you did that.
Well, to tie it all together, after we picked all selected boards that we liked, then after that we went with a little bit of light to reduce the color, and we went all over the whole entire floor again, so we can get this nice warm color. Really rich color here, and then after that we let it dry for a couple of days to make sure it's completely dry. Normally it dries between 8 hours, depending on the weather conditions, of course. But if you can see it in here, we spray the whole floor with this spray gun, and the reason that we did this is because we spent so much time on it. I didn't want to rub any board, I wanted to rub the stain on the floor, so we sprayed it all over the whole floor here. You can see, as you can see,
it's beautiful.
Spray here.
And I like what you said about just hand touching with paint, staining each board to tie everything together, and then adding 5 to 7% is what you mentioned to me of tint to the coat to the.
That's correct.
In order to kind of blend in the lights and the darks and just make it one uniform floor. But you did it that way because you didn't want to move any of the stain marks. You wanted it to be just where you had painted it and then just sprayed over the top. This floor is one of a kind. This is a custom floor. We're so happy with it. It's the type of floor that if I were to have walked into the contractor studio and seen a sample, I would have picked this from day one. And what you did this with working with what you had back there, that floor that looks so bad. Armando, there's a lot of people out there that want something special, a floor, maybe even contractors who may be searching for some technical advice. How would they reach out to you if they wanted to, maybe learn from some of the experience that you have after all these years?
They can call me straight to my cell phone. They can call me at 310-462-1993, and I'm more than welcome to help anybody who has a question or a project going on, and then they have a question, I can just answer to them at any time.
What's your number one more time?
310-462-1993.
Armando Garate, the Michelangelo of wood floors. Thanks so much, Armando.